Hi folks, Rob Keighron here, candidate for Rapid City Council Ward 3. Been asked to talk a little bit about what my idea is on the proper role of government and what my priorities would be if I'm elected as a city council member here in Rapid City. I think really importantly, when we talk about the proper role of government, it comes from the aspect of all of those who work in government are public servants. And so everyone who is involved in government needs to be serving the public. And so all of the resources that are collected, particularly your tax dollars, need to be used in proper ways that serve the entire community. That we are stewards of a lot of resources that the community shares with us and that we're called on to share with the community. And so we have to be efficient, we have to protect the rights of all, and we have to constantly have in mind, how do we serve the community with what we've been given? For my two priorities, quite directly, to be honest, one is we have such a high quality of life here in Rapid City. Living in the Black Hills, or at the foot of the Black Hills of South Dakota, in western South Dakota, it is a wonderful place to live, to work, to raise a family, and to grow inside of a community. And so how do we continue to do that? Well, I think we have to think about the really simple things. If we're involved in a city government or government service in a city like Rapid City, what does that look like? How do we pick up your garbage? How do we make sure that traffic patterns work and make sense for you, and so that your daily commute is something that is not a burden, but that is enjoyable? How do we remove snow? Because we all know that we have sometimes some difficult and some long winters here. Those are the things that make living in a city like this so great. And so we have to be conscious and mindful that we're constantly looking to do better in those ways. And then the other priority would be smart growth. And it's a word or a phrase that we've heard a whole lot over the last number of years, particularly with what's going to happen at Ellsworth Air Force Base with the expansion and the B-21 bomber. Smart growth for me is not about reacting to where we are now, but it's about thinking, where will we be in 10 years and how do we get there? And so rather than say, let's fix this, let's fix that, no, let's plan for what our city will look like in 10 years. What kind of roads and infrastructure do we need? What kind of programs can we look at to both state and federal government to get resources that we need? And how do we allocate the resources that we already have to make that growth possible and sustainable? And so my name is Rob Keighron. I'm asking for your vote, for your support in Rapid City Council Ward 3. Please remember, vote Rob for the job.